Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. I'm your host, B, and today we got the sisterhood. This lady faced some backlash for some things she said. Let's watch the two clips. They're really short, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say something. Having 3 and 4 baby daddies is never okay. Having a baby by a minor is never okay. Good night. So I see a few of you a little bit teed off about the message that I posted last night about having 3 and 4 baby daddies is never okay. I'll be teed off too if I had 1, 2, 3 children in front of me with 3 different baby daddies. That's enough to be teed off about. Do better. Good night.
All right. You're going to learn today.
All right, like I said, really quick. So let's talk about it. First, let's talk about the lady. Now, this lady, she's either on YouTube or Facebook. I think I've seen her on both. So shout out to her, the original content creator. She gives advice to women about dating and relationships, but most of her content was centered around things that women should look out for in men, how to pick a good man and not let a man play you, and what type of men to avoid, right? And I've listened to her. I didn't really have no beef with her, but she made this video, and this made the sisterhood come for her. And let me say this, I've had it happen to me. So I do kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I do kind of like to see what happened to other people, because you know we have a tendency to think it's just us. But then, of course, I felt bad for this lady. So I started reading the comments, and a lot of people were just mad at the fact that she said it. A lot of her female followers. And then the other group of people wanted her to come up with a solution instead of just shaming them for having 3 or 4 baby daddies. So let's get into that. The solution. You already have 3 or 4 baby daddies. It's a sensitive subject for those who fall into that category. For people who don't fall into that category, it's like, whatever, it's just another video, you keep scrolling. So I know women on both ends of the spectrum, women who are married with children by their husband, and women who have more than one father to multiple children. The number one thing you have to do is be accountable for your actions. After you take accountability for your actions, someone else speaking on a situation that may apply to you doesn't hold as much merit, because you already know what it is, right? And then moving forward, some men feel like you're done. Just to be honest with you, this is how men feel. I am not a man, but I'm telling you what men say. If you have multiple children by multiple men, some of them say you're done, or you're done until your, kids are older and out of the house. And that's what men say. Then there are some women who have that. They have, I know a young lady, she had 2 kids by 2 different men, and then she went on to get married. So, it just depends on the situation, but there's a certain thing called possible and probable. Probability and statistics. Statistically speaking, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Like my mother, for example, my mother didn't get married, I think, till she was 45. So we were all grown and gone out of the house before she got married. So the women getting upset about it obviously have multiple children by multiple men, right? Let's be grown here. We're going to keep it real over here.
You're going to learn today.
And so you're mad about it because people are speaking on it. So let's talk about that. You made a decision. You made a decision that didn't make your life any better. I think we can all agree with that. Once you have a child, it changes your life. Of course, I know. I'm a mother. And once you have children by multiple men, that has never been a good look. It actually was such a bad look that you got shipped down south somewhere to some relative, or they took the kid down south. And this happened in my mother's generation. So this was going on in the 60s. It's only now that people want to force you to accept behavior that at one point we didn't accept. It was shunned. You were shunned. Your baby was shunned. But now people wanted the masses to accept this. And I wonder if a celebrity came and told y'all need to be married and stop just having kids by everybody, if y'all will listen. Because a lot of people listen to celebrities. Us regular everyday people, y'all don't want to listen. Y'all come in my comments, leave me all kind of nasty comments, say things about me. I'm a pick me, which obviously I've been picked for 20 years. I was chosen 20 years ago. So calling me a pick me, don't even waste your time typing that one. But whatever. But you have to look at what you did. You for whatever reason, you had unprotected sex. You trusted the person. I know a lot of women say men switch up. You ignored the red flags. You was just freaky and horny that night. A lot of y'all having unprotected sex. I'm hearing about condoms damn near a thing of the past. So you had a kid. You didn't learn. Because, see, shout out to my women who learned. Shout out to the women who had one kid and didn't have no more, or had that one child and then went on to get married. Some of y'all just didn't learn. And then you did it again. Whether he was telling you sweet nothings, telling you what you wanted to hear, whether he was perping, portraying an image that he wasn't. Whatever the case was, you just didn't recognize the red flags. You felt like you could change him. You thought he was ready to be the man that he wasn't. Whatever the case is, no matter how nice you be to some women, no matter how much you try to sugarcoat things, the minute you speak on having multiple kids by multiple men, y'all get mad. And they came for this lady, and they was loving this lady. I've watched enough of her content to know they was rocking with her hard. The females was. But the minute she said you have 3 and 4 baby daddies, you should be teed off. It was a mistake. Why can't we be grown enough to say having 3 and 4 baby daddies was a mistake? Why do we have to sit up here and pretend? Why do we have to play like that's okay? Y'all want us to really accept this as appropriate behavior. Then y'all want to get mad at those of us who marry and say just because you married don't make your situation no better. I ain't never said my marriage was perfect. As a matter of fact, I've told my story, if you watch me, that I got married young and we didn't get no counseling. I didn't know how to appreciate my husband. I didn't know how to be a good, loving, a silent, loving wife. I didn't know none of that. I had to on the job, okay? Thank God I had a man who was patient. I was able to learn on the job. But the point is, just because you married don't make your situation perfect. Just because you get married before you have your children don't mean that you couldn't possibly get divorced. Yes, all y'all talking points, I've read them, yes. But the fact remains, a 2-parent household is ideal. It's the establishment from creation. It can't none of y'all with y'all toxic, McDonald's eating, microwave using brains convince us that that's wrong and what y'all out here doing nowadays is right. Just because you feel ashamed. And you should feel ashamed. You didn't feel ashamed when you was pregnant by yourself? You didn't feel ashamed when you was going to them doctor's appointments by yourself? Some of y'all had them babies by yourself. I bet you felt ashamed then, but now you want to be mad at people for speaking on it and act all proud and high and mighty now? But was you feeling like that when you said some of y'all kids got all different last names? Let's talk about it.
No, fuck at all.
Some of y'all kids got 3 different last names. Some of y'all kids only one father active in the life and the other 2 get left at home on the weekends while this one go off with his daddy. Then you get mad. Then they get mad when the internet put out videos and they say men only should do for their kid. They shouldn't do for y'all remember the video that went viral?
Look, y'all. Every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose the out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other?
Why should he take care of all the kids that they ain't even his? If you do, you do. But to try to make it seem like a man obligated to do something for his baby mama's other kids, the baby mama, baby daddy culture is tired. It's played out. And we standing up. We standing up for what's right. It make us all look bad as a community.
You're goddamn right.
I ain't no baby mama. Never have been. But it's a stereotype on black women that we baby mamas. Somebody look at me and assume I'm a baby mama. Just because it's running so rampant in our culture. But y'all want to attack this lady because she stopped tickling women's ears, stopped telling y'all what y'all wanted to hear, and start telling you the truth. It's tacky. It don't look good. But why are you mad at people for saying what you already know deep down inside? When you at home late at night, them kids acting a fool, running through your house, toe up. You don't know who gonna babysit. You trying to go to school. You trying to work. Won't nobody help you. Your mama tired. Your sister don't want to help because she got 4, 5 kids her damn self. But you mad at people on the internet, podcasters. It's all podcasters' fault. For saying You shouldn't have multiple children by multiple people.
Nope.
Everybody knows this. It ain't no secret, and you're not going to convince anyone of anything different. Like she said, we need to do better. Y'all want to come and attack. This is an older woman. This is a seasoned sister, and she's sitting up here trying to teach women and tell women what y'all should be doing, what we could be doing better, and then y'all want to get mad at her. But again, who else going to teach the women? Because y'all don't want to hear from the men.
Nope.
Y'all danced on Kevin Samuel's grave. R.I.P. to KS. Now you got women out here trying to correct other women, and now y'all mad at women. Because shut up, because we can't take correction. You can't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to nobody. The quickest way to stop learning is to stop being able to take correction. But y'all don't want to hear it.
Nope.
So shout out to the sister. I hope she bounced back from this, because sometimes it can be difficult getting dragged on the internet. But that's all right. It's a new day. I still support her and her message. And like she said, we need to do better. 3 and 4 baby daddies is tacky. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mammy. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.